All right, so now that we've completed the design of our jersey, we're going to go to the last section here, the checkout roster. And at this point is when it's going to ask you to log in, unless you've already had an account and you logged in before you started. So if you don't have an account, you're just going to go to register, first, last name, email, and create a password. Super simple to register. If you already had a login from last year, you're going to log in here. So I've created a little dummy login. So you'll click on save when you go to the checkout roster section, and it's going to ask you to save your design. So every time you save something on Champro, we like to have you save it the same way in order to when these things get submitted, if they're all saved the same way, then they sort a little easier. It makes it easier for us to place that order for you guys and not have any kind of confusion. So we like to start with BYBSA, and then it's the sport, baseball, and then the age group, 14U, Broncos, and then the coach's last name. So again, we have BYBSA, baseball or softball or blastball, whichever one you are, then your age group, then your team name, then a hyphen, and the coach's last name. All right, and then here it's the jersey design. So we put jersey at the end of it, and we save it. So that's now officially saved your design. So once you've gotten this far, if you have to stop, you can stop and you can come back later, and your design will be saved here in your account under My Designs. All right, so while it's loading, don't change anything here, okay? So if you change the fabric, then you're upgrading, and there are upgrade costs for that. There's no reason to do that. The Z cloth is a great fabric. There's just honestly no reason to upgrade. If for whatever reason you decide to, then we will obviously have to bill you for the upgrade there. Um, so what I wanted to show you here is that there are two ways to input the roster. So first and foremost, you have to collect the information, right? You've got to get the team. What do you want to be on your jersey, right? So first of all, in the team name section, you're going to go in there and you're going to type in the same format that I gave you before. It's BY. I just got it copied, so I'm just going to paste it. So it's BYBSA. It's baseball, 14U, Bobcats. I think I said Broncos before, but whatever. Johnson, and then on this one we're going to call it the roster because this is the where we're putting all the names. So here, really important. We had some people last year who were going in and adding names like first, last, middle names, things like that. You don't want that. All you want on here is the name you actually want printed on the jersey. So here you can go in and you can type, Smith, number 12, and then you're going to choose adult or youth size, and then what size they actually need. Okay. So in this first section, this is the player roster. So this is only going to be for players and coaches. You're going to add your 10 or 12 players, however many players they are, and you just click add player to keep adding the next one. Okay. So once the roster is done, it's going to look a little bit like, I'm going to show you one that I've already completed. Oops. And don't ever be alarmed by the fact that it takes a few seconds to kind of get to the next phase. There's the builder itself actually takes a lot of memory, so it takes a minute. All right, so now you'll see that I've got this roster that was already created, and you can see all of those on there. All right, so that's what the roster will kind of look like once you've completed it. Now, after you've completed the player roster, then you can actually click on this button that says add another team roster, and that's where we're going to put the parent stuff. So parents, brothers, sisters, uncles, grandparents, anybody else that wants to get a jersey, they can go grab the jersey, or you can order it for them here in the same place. The only thing that we're going to do is on the team name, we're going to click in that team name section, and we're going to name it the same way all the way to the end. So BYBSA Baseball 14U Bobcats Johnson, and then we're going to put parents at the end instead of roster, just so that we know that that's a parent order and that's a separate charge. It is the coach's responsibility to collect money. There will be one billing for each team, and then after jerseys have all been ordered, if additional team gear wants to be orders want to be placed, we can order those separately, but we would like to do them all at one time. I think it saves a lot of confusion for everybody. So again, you're adding just the parent stuff here. All right, so that's one way to input the rosters. The other way to do it is to download the file, the template file from right here, and send it to your parents, or manually input it and then upload it here. So for instance, if I go back to that other version, all right, so the other way to do this is to then download the template and just save it to your downloads, and then you can open it up and you can input the information here. So here, the team name, you can actually leave that blank, or you can just put it in the first one, 14U Broncos, and then you can copy it all the way down. Johnson. Now, remember that whatever gets typed into this form when you upload it is what's going to get printed. It's really important that you take your time on this and get this all correct, because if there's an issue with the jersey and your roster says, Johnson, player number 12, youth, size, small, don't forget to add the quantity. If you don't add the quantity, it will not get added, okay? But if you order it and if this is what your roster says and that's what you get, there are no exchanges or refunds or replacements. Now, you can order a replacement, pay for it, and we can get it for you, but we can only print what's on the roster. So make sure that as your parents either input this information or you input this information, that it's done correctly, all right? So let's just, for time's sake, let's just copy all these. And you can actually type or use the drop down. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. Go back here. All right, so now once we've created that roster, we're gonna go browse for it, grab it, upload it, and voila, the roster automatically uploads. Okay, so once your rosters are inputted and you're ready for this order to be submitted, we're gonna start by saving it. We're going to click Share Design, and you're going to copy that link, okay? Then you're going to go back to your Google form, and under that section that said Jersey Design Link, we're going to paste it right there. Now, the reason we do the design link and the download is because it's a fail-safe. In case your download is messed up, we've got the design link. If the design link is messed up, we've got the download, Okay, so we're going to go back over here now, and we're going to click download PDF. Okay, and we're going to save that as BYBSA baseball 14U Broncos Johnson jersey. Save it. And we're going to go here, and on this section right here, add a file. I'm going to browse for it. There's my design. And there you go. All right. And then we're going to go back to our roster here. I didn't save it, so I'm going to go ahead and save it the right way. It's BYBSA baseball 14U Broncos Johnson roster. Okay. Go back here, and then I'm going to add that file as well. There's my roster. I'm uploading it. Now again, this is just a fail-safe because we've got the roster on that PDF. I want to go show you that real quick. So when you open that PDF that we just saved, it shows you a proof of your jersey, what it's supposed to look like. Okay? If anything's wrong, you need to go back and fix it on the designer. You'll go down, you'll check your roster, make sure that everything's correct on the roster. Everything's looking good. All right. So once that's completed, you're going to move on to the hat design section.